Derrick Loius, Vice President of IT, EG America. It's a chain of convenience stores in about 22, 23 states. Convenience stores typically kind of lag behind the other retailers, so our landscape is very similar to an on-premise model where slow migration to the cloud. We kind of do cloud when necessary. We obviously have our own ERP that we're doing the implementation to take it to the cloud currently. We also do a lot of things with data warehousing right now. So that's kind of where we're driving ourselves from where we want to be. We think data is where we should be, but we got some work to do to get there. We call it the customer's voice, right? At the end of the day, our job is to understand what that customer or guest wants. And we use analytics to try to do that. I think we still have some work to do there. There's a lot of drivers to push us more in that direction though. How do we understand exactly what people want from when you show up to our site? What do you need? Do you just want to get in and out? Do you want products that we don't offer? Are there some market basket upsells that we can do? Those are all things we're looking to try to solve for. Things like data-driven decisions. So when you think about AI, how do I talked about this earlier today, how do I push decision-making down to a lower level? My firm belief is pushing data-driven decisions allows people to make decisions that today gets pushed up to vice presidents. I want to enable lower-level people to make those decisions. The second thing is, I do believe in a cloud-enabled environment. I really do. I think the organization has some ways to go, but cloud allows me to scale. Potentially, people try to sell cloud on a lower cost. It's not. But it allows me the flexibility and the ability to do things that I can't do today quickly. And then finally, I'll say the last thing, that is automation. And whether automation includes RPA, where you're automating manual pieces, or automation includes simplifying processes that are very convoluted in place today. So those are my three pillars that I think is going to take us where we need to get to, but that's what I'm focused on. It's a struggle, and I'm new at this particular organization, and we have our own warehouse, and it's a huge facility. But there's a lot of manual pieces to it. And so to your point, there's a lot of areas around shrink, mispicks, and these types of things that are driving inefficiencies. We think one of the first things we need to do is get a more automated solution in place. We're using a product today that we're not 100% happy with. Not sure it's the product or the way we've implemented it. And so that's some of the things that we're trying to work on. But at the end of that, what you have is an automated process that then you can start looking at, because we're not even doing this today. We're not even looking at all the areas, to your point. How do I drive down delivery time? How do I drive down pick time? How do I drive down missed picks? We're not even at that point yet. So something that we definitely are comfortable with. It's interesting. I'm a member because I love coming together with like minds from different cultures, different aspects. I feel like everybody can teach you something. And so I learn a lot just by talking to different people and different challenges. Talked to a guy today from Pakistan that told me, hey, here's our challenge. Are you guys having this exact same challenge? I was like, yes. How are you solving for it? I talked to another guy who talked about hiring employees. I was on a panel. He was like, I'm using gamification to find my next new employees. I was like, what a wonderful idea. Not anything I'm thinking of. I immediately got with him and said, hey, how do I get that game to do that? So for me, it's how do we all are trying to take our organizations to the next level, every last one of us. And the approach is different, but learning how other people are doing it is what we're looking to do. I mean, of course, there's always things. I would like to see a more frequency contact model. I love getting with these guys once a year. I get it. We're thousands of miles apart. But in today's remote world, we should be able to create a Zoom environment, virtual environment, where we get together with top CIOs and say, hey, here's my issue. Here's my concern. Anybody can help me out. And we all sit and talk about it. And I think that's a focus that we can probably get better at as time goes on.